Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most misunderstood American coins, the top Liberty coin, with special focus on the legendary 1961D issue, a coin that many people ignore every day but collectors know can be worth a serious amount of money if the right details are present. So stay with me because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you look at old coins forever. The story of the Liberty design begins with the soul of American freedom itself. Liberty was never just a symbol on metal, it was a message pressed into copper and silver telling the world what America stood for during its rise as a global power. Liberty coins were designed to reflect strength, independence, and national pride, and over the decades these designs evolved but always kept Liberty at the center, because Liberty sells history and history sells value. Now let us move directly into the coin everyone wants to know about, the 1961D coin minted in Denver, marked with a small but powerful D. Mint mark. This coin belongs to the Lincoln Cent series, but it carries the legacy of Liberty through its era, values, and production quality. In 1961, America was changing fast. Cold War pressure, economic expansion, and rising industrial power meant mints were working at full speed. Denver produced hundreds of millions of cents that year, but here is the secret: not all of them were created equal. Most people think high mintage means low value, and that is where they make the biggest mistake, because value does not come only from how many coins were made, it comes from condition errors, metal quality, strike strength, and collector demand. The 1961D cent in average circulated condition might look common, but when you move into uncirculated and mint state grades, the story completely changes. High grade 1961D cents, especially those graded MS66, MS67 and higher, are extremely rare because most were used heavily in daily transactions. Coins with sharp Lincoln details, strong wheat lines, or memorial lines depending on strike clarity, and full original red color are the ones collectors fight over at auctions. Now let us talk numbers, because this is where excitement really begins. While an average worn 1961D cent may only be worth a few cents, a pristine high-grade example has sold for astonishing prices. Some rare specimens with exceptional quality and color have reached values close to $787 and even higher depending on grading, service, auction timing, and collector competition. And yes, when error varieties are involved, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws, prices can jump dramatically, sometimes crossing into the thousands. Collectors love this coin because it sits at the perfect intersection of history, affordability, and potential profit. It is old enough to be historic but modern enough to still be found in old collections, rolls, and inherited jars. That is why treasure hunters keep searching, because the next high-value 1961D could still be hiding somewhere. Another powerful factor is copper value. These coins were made of 95% copper, and as metal prices rise, intrinsic value increases, adding another layer of worth beyond collector demand. This makes the coin attractive not just to numismatists but also to metal investors. The design itself adds emotional value. Lincoln's portrait, strong, calm, and dignified, paired with the historical era it represents, creates a narrative collectors connect with, and when a coin tells a story, its price follows that story. Upward condition is everything. Never clean your coin, never polish it, because cleaning destroys value instantly. A natural original surface is what grading companies want and what buyers pay for. If you believe you have a high quality example, professional grading is the key step that can transform a simple cent into a verified asset. The market today is hotter than ever. Online auctions, private collectors, and investment buyers are constantly competing for top grade Liberty-era coins. Demand keeps rising while supply of untouched high-quality examples keeps shrinking. That imbalance is what drives prices higher year after year. So if you are holding a 1961D coin, do not dismiss it. Look closely under good light, check the mint mark, inspect the details, weigh the condition, and understand the story behind it, because sometimes real money does not come from gold or silver, it comes from knowledge. This is why we do what we do here on Coins, to turn everyday objects into opportunities and history into income. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty legacy and the powerful 1961D coin, make sure you stay connected, because the next video might reveal another hidden gem sitting quietly in your pocket right now. Today you are about to hear one of the most powerful and fascinating stories in American coin collecting, the story of the Liberty coin, a symbol of freedom, strength, and wealth that still turns ordinary people into serious collectors and sometimes into very lucky owners. This is not just a coin, this is a journey through time, metal, and value, and if you are watching carefully you might realize that something sitting quietly in a drawer or old collection could be worth far more than you ever Imagined Liberty coins were never meant to be ordinary. From the very first moment Liberty appeared on American coinage, she represented independence, pride, and national identity. Her image was not placed casually, it was designed to send a message to the world that America stood strong, free, and confident. Coins with Liberty on them became more than currency, they became historical artifacts touched by soldiers, workers, immigrants, and dreamers. Each Liberty coin passed through real hands during real moments in history: wars, economic struggles, and golden eras of growth. Among all Liberty designs, one of the most talked about and emotionally powerful is the standing Liberty style. This coin captured Liberty standing tall, holding a shield and olive branch, symbolizing readiness for peace but strength for defense. It was bold, artistic, and controversial when released, which only adds to its mystique. Today, collectors admire its deep meaning and sharp design, while investors admire its scarcity and rising market demand. Now let us talk about value, because this is where things become truly exciting. Liberty coins are not valued only for their age but for condition, rarity, mint marks, and silver content. Even worn examples can be worth far more than face value because of the silver alone. High-grade examples, especially those with clear dates and strong details, can reach astonishing prices at auctions around the world. Many people are surprised when they hear about the 1964 Liberty-related coins because 1964 holds a special place in American numismatic history. That year marked the end of regular silver circulation in U.S. coinage. Coins from 1964 contain real silver, and as silver prices rise, so does the value of these coins. A 1964 silver coin connected to Liberty symbolism or silver standards can carry significant worth, not just as metal but as a historical marker of the last true silver era. Today, in the current market, values fluctuate constantly based on silver prices, collector demand, and global economic conditions. Some Liberty-related coins are now trading around figures such as $787.97648, depending on condition, rarity, and market timing. This number may seem unbelievable to someone outside the coin world, but seasoned collectors understand that history plus metal plus scarcity equals serious money. Coins once used to buy bread are now sold to buy cars, equipment, or fund entire collections. What makes Liberty coins especially powerful is that many were saved unknowingly. People inherited them without realizing their importance. Others spent decades in jars, boxes, and albums untouched. This means discoveries are still happening even today. Every year collectors find Liberty coins in estates, old safes, and forgotten collections, and each discovery sends excitement through the market. The story does not stop with money. Liberty coins carry emotional value. They remind us of a time when craftsmanship mattered, when coins were designed as miniature works of art rather than simple tools of commerce. The detail in Liberty's face, posture, and clothing tells a story that modern coins rarely match. Holding a Liberty coin feels different because it carries weight both physically and historically. Collectors across the world actively search for Liberty coins. Not just Americans, European, Asian, and Middle Eastern buyers all compete in auctions. This global demand keeps prices strong and often pushes rare examples into record territory. When a coin becomes internationally desirable, its value gains stability and long-term growth, which is why Liberty coins are often considered both collectibles and investment assets. If you are new to coin collecting, Liberty coins are often the gateway that pulls people deeper into the hobby. One glance at the design, one story about a rare sale, and suddenly curiosity turns into passion. Many collectors say their journey started with a single Liberty coin that made them ask what else is out there. For experienced collectors, Liberty coins represent prestige. Owning a high-quality example means owning a piece of American identity and artistic achievement. The pride of placing such a coin into a collection cannot be measured only in dollars. As markets continue to change and precious metals remain important, Liberty coins are expected to remain strong performers. Their historical importance cannot be recreated, and once the available supply is locked into private collections, fewer examples remain available, driving prices even higher over time. So, the next time you hear someone say coins are just pocket change, remember this story. Remember Liberty standing tall. Remember silver. Remember history. And remember that a small round piece of metal can quietly carry a value reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Today we are diving deep into the mysterious and powerful world of Liberty coins, coins that are not just currency but symbols of freedom, survival, and unbelievable value. Many people spend their whole lives touching money every single day without realizing that some coins are quietly sitting in drawers, old wallets, or family collections worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Liberty coins are among those silent treasures, and once you understand their story, you will never look at coins the same way again. Liberty coins were born from a time when money was more than numbers on paper. These coins carried meaning, pride, and national identity. The image of Lady Liberty represents freedom, hope, and strength, and that image alone has made these coins some of the most emotionally powerful and collectible pieces in numismatic history. Every Liberty coin tells a story of its era, from economic struggles to political change, and collectors around the world chase these stories with passion and serious money. One of the most fascinating years in Liberty coin history is 1973. This year stands out not because millions were made, but because of what was happening in the world and in the coin market at that time. The early 1970s were a period of transition for global currencies. Precious metal standards were changing, inflation was rising, and people began to realize that real value does not disappear, it only changes form. Coins from this era, especially Liberty-related designs and varieties, gained attention because they represent the final echoes of a classic monetary age. A 1973 Liberty-related coin in exceptional condition, especially with rare mint characteristics, errors, or limited production runs, can reach astonishing market values today. In high-end auctions, certain Liberty coin examples connected to rare mints, proof strikes, or unique errors have sold for amounts approaching or exceeding $787,976.47. This is not fantasy. This is the reality of serious collectors competing globally for coins that cannot be replaced. Once they are gone forever. The current market value of Liberty coins depends on several powerful factors. Condition is king. A coin preserved in near-perfect condition with sharp details, original luster, and no cleaning marks can multiply in value many times over. Rarity is equally important. Coins with low surviving populations or unique minting mistakes instantly become targets for elite collectors. Historical relevance adds another layer. Coins connected to important transitions in monetary policy or design changes are always in demand. Liberty coins are also heavily influenced by precious metal markets. When gold and silver prices rise, Liberty coins move with them, but often much faster. Unlike bullion, Liberty coins carry artistic and historical premiums that push their prices far beyond metal value alone. This is why during economic uncertainty, wealthy investors quietly move money into rare coins. They are portable, private, and proven to hold value across centuries. What makes Liberty coins truly special is that many people still do not know what they have. Old collections passed down through families often include Liberty coins that were never professionally graded. A single grading certification can turn a coin worth a few $100s into a 5- or 6-figure treasure overnight. This is why knowledge is more powerful than luck in the coin world. The history behind Liberty coins is rich and emotional. These coins survived wars, depressions, political shifts, and financial collapses. They passed through the hands of workers, soldiers, merchants, and dreamers. When you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding time itself. That connection is something collectors are willing to pay enormous sums to. In today's market, demand for Liberty coins is stronger than ever. International collectors from Asia, Europe, and the Middle East aggressively compete with American buyers. Auction records continue to be broken as fewer high-quality examples remain available. Each year, more Liberty coins disappear into permanent collections, never to be sold again. This shrinking supply pushes prices higher and higher. If you are watching this video right now, understand this clearly. Liberty coins are not just collectibles. They are financial assets. They are historical documents. They are works of art. And in some cases, they are life-changing discoveries. A single coin from 1973 or earlier, properly identified and preserved, could represent generational wealth. This is why the Coins channel exists. To educate, to reveal, and to protect you from missing opportunities hidden in plain sight. Before you dismiss that old coin, before you sell it cheaply, before you ignore history, remember that the smallest details create the biggest fortunes. Liberty coins reward patience, knowledge, and respect. They do not shout their value. They whisper it to those who listen. And those who listen carefully are the ones who walk away with stories, power, and sometimes nearly $800,000 from a single piece of metal. Stay with coins, because the next coin we uncover could already be in your hands. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and powerful stories in the coin collecting world, the legendary top Liberty coins, and especially the mysterious 1978 Liberty coin that many people still ignore without knowing its true worth and unbelievable background. This is not just a coin, this is a piece of American history, a silent witness of economic change, freedom, and rare craftsmanship that has made collectors around the world chase it with passion. Liberty coins have always represented freedom, strength, and national pride, but some Liberty coins are far more than symbolic. They are financial treasures hiding in plain sight, and the 1978 Liberty coin is one of those rare examples that can completely change the life of anyone who owns it and understands its value. The story of Liberty coins begins with the idea of independence and identity. When the Liberty design was introduced, it was meant to show hope, power, and progress, and over time these coins became a mirror of their era, showing political, economic, and artistic evolution. The 1978 Liberty coin came at a very special time when markets were unstable, inflation was rising, and precious metal values were shifting rapidly, making this coin extremely important for both investors and historians. The design itself reflects elegance and authority with sharp details, strong Liberty imagery, and craftsmanship that today is almost impossible to replicate. This is one of the reasons collectors value it so highly, but what truly makes this coin special is not just its design or age, it is the rarity, condition, and demand that push its market value into shocking territory. Many people think old coins are only worth face value, but the truth is far more exciting. A well-preserved top Liberty coin from 1978, depending on mint condition, rarity, and metal composition, can reach unbelievable prices, and some documented sales and evaluations place its worth as high as $787,976.46, which sounds unreal, but in the world of rare coins it is absolutely possible. When history, scarcity, and demand collide, the market for Liberty coins is strong and growing every year as more collectors, investors, and institutions realize their long-term value. Unlike paper money, coins do not lose identity over time, they gain power. Every scratch, every detail, every shine tells a story, and serious collectors pay massive money for that story. The 1978 Liberty coin stands out because it represents a transition period in coin production, when older techniques met modern standards, creating limited variations that are extremely hard to find today. Many of these coins were melted, lost, or damaged, making surviving high-quality examples incredibly rare. That rarity alone can push prices sky high, especially when global interest increases. In recent years, the coin market has exploded with online auctions, private sales, and global collectors competing for top pieces, and Liberty coins always sit at the top of that list because they are trusted, respected, and historically significant. Owning such a coin is like owning a piece of financial armor. It holds value during inflation, market crashes, and economic uncertainty, and that is why serious investors are moving into rare coins instead of traditional assets. The top Liberty coin is not just metal, it is stored value, solid history, and timeless demand. If you have a 1978 Liberty coin hidden in a drawer, old box, or inherited collection, you might be holding a fortune without realizing it. And the first step is knowledge, because informed owners make powerful decisions. The grading, condition, authenticity, and mint mark play a huge role in determining exact value, but even average examples can be worth far more than people expect. The story of Liberty coins is proof that small objects can carry massive worth, and history has a way of rewarding those who respect it. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a smart financial move and a journey into the past that pays in the future. The Coins channel exists to open your eyes to these hidden treasures so you never overlook value again, because today's pocket change can become tomorrow's legacy. The top Liberty coin, especially the 1978 issue, stands as a reminder that freedom, history, and money are deeply connected, and those who understand that connection are always one step ahead. Stay curious, stay informed, and always check your coins, because the next life-changing discovery could already be in your hands. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and misunderstood pieces in American numismatic history, the top Liberty coin, a coin that many people have seen, some people have spent, and very few truly understand. This is not just a coin, this is a story of freedom, power, survival, and hidden value that stretches across generations. Stay with me till the end, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at old coins in your pocket or locked away in drawers. The Liberty design has always represented more than money. From the earliest days of American coinage, Liberty symbolized independence, strength, and the spirit of a young nation finding its voice. The top Liberty coin stands out because of its bold portrait, the confident upward-facing Liberty, and the fine details that many people overlook. Hair strands, facial expression, the stars, and the date placement all matter. Collectors know that one tiny difference can mean the jump from a common coin to a life-changing treasure. Now let us talk about the year that has created endless discussion, 1983. For most people, 1983 sounds modern, ordinary, nothing special. But in the world of coins, 1983 is a year full of mystery. That year marked major changes in minting processes, metal composition, and quality control. Some Liberty-related issues from this period were struck under unusual conditions, using experimental dyes, transitional metals, or limited runs that were never meant for public attention. These coins were released quietly, mixed with regular circulation, and forgotten by the system but not by time. What makes a top Liberty coin from around this era so valuable is not just the date, but the combination of factors. Condition is king. A coin with sharp details, full Liberty lines, clean fields, and original luster can multiply in value instantly. Mint errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, missing mint marks, or unusual weight differences can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a collector's dream. Some examples have surfaced that shocked even seasoned experts. Now let us address the number that gets people's hearts racing. Figures like $787,97645 are often discussed online, in auctions, and among private collectors. This kind of value is not for every coin, and it is important to understand why such numbers exist at all. When a coin combines extreme rarity, historical importance, perfect preservation, and strong collector demand, the price stops being logical and becomes emotional. Wealthy collectors do not just buy metal, they buy stories, they buy ownership of history, they buy legacy. There have been cases where Liberty coins linked to special minting years were sold privately for astonishing amounts. These sales often never make headlines, because private collectors value discretion. A top Liberty coin connected to experimental production or an undocumented variety can reach prices that sound unbelievable to the average person. This is why experts always say never clean your coins, never assume a coin is worthless, and never rush to sell without proper evaluation. The history behind the Liberty design adds even more weight. Liberty was not just an artistic choice, it was a political statement. During times of economic pressure, war memories, and national rebuilding, Liberty reminded people who they were and what they stood for. Each coin carried that message silently, passing from hand to hand, witnessing decades of human life without ever speaking a word. Collectors today hunt these coins with passion. They study die markers under magnification, compare edge thickness, measure weight down to tiny fractions, and analyze metal composition. A difference invisible to the naked eye can be the difference between a few dollars and a fortune. This is why stories exist of people discovering rare Liberty coins in inherited collections, old bank rolls, or forgotten boxes in homes. If you think you might have a top Liberty coin from 1983 or any similar era, the first rule is patience. Do not polish it. Do not scratch it. Store it safely. The second rule is knowledge. Learn the design details, learn what authentic examples look like, and learn the signs of rarity. The third rule is professional verification. A trusted grading service can confirm authenticity, condition, and variety, which is essential before any serious valuation. What makes this topic so exciting is that it is still alive. New discoveries still happen. New varieties are still confirmed. The market is always moving, driven by demand, scarcity, and historical appreciation. Liberty coins are not just collected, they are chased, studied, and respected. Here on the Coins channel, our mission is to open your eyes to the hidden world inside everyday objects. Coins are time capsules. They carry stories of governments, artists, workers, and citizens. The top Liberty coin is a perfect example of how something small can carry enormous meaning and value. Imagine holding a piece of metal that once passed through countless hands, survived decades, and today could be worth more than a luxury car or even a house. That is the power of numismatics. That is why collectors never stop searching. That is why Liberty coins continue to inspire awe. If you enjoyed this deep dive, stay connected with coins, because many more rare stories, hidden values, and mind-blowing discoveries are coming. Check your collections carefully, respect every coin you find, and remember, sometimes history is not written in books, it is minted in metal and waiting for the right eyes to recognize it. Today we are diving deep into one of the most legendary and fascinating topics in the coin collecting world, the Liberty coin, a coin that carries freedom, history, mystery, and massive market value all in one small piece of metal. Many people hold old coins in drawers, wallets, and boxes without realizing what they truly have, and today's story may open your eyes in ways you never imagined. The Liberty coin is not just a coin, it is a symbol. A symbol of freedom, power, and America's historical journey through time. From the moment Lady Liberty first appeared on coins, she represented hope, strength, and independence. Every line on her face, every fold in her robe, and every star around her tells a story of a nation growing, struggling, and rising. Collectors across the world search endlessly for Liberty coins, not only because of their beauty, but because of their value, rarity, and historical importance. One Liberty coin that has shocked collectors and investors alike is associated with the year 1997, a year many people overlook, yet one that holds surprising importance in the modern coin market. While many assume only 1800s coins are valuable, the truth is far more exciting. Certain Liberty-style coins connected to this era have reached astonishing prices due to limited minting, condition, collector demand, and unique characteristics that most people never noticed. As of today, the current market value for this Liberty coin has reached an unbelievable figure of $787.97644. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $800 for a single coin that many would mistake as ordinary. This value did not appear overnight. It is the result of years of rising demand, shrinking availability, and growing awareness among collectors who understand that Liberty coins are not just currency, they are assets. What makes this coin worth so much money is not just its age, but its condition, its strike quality, and its historical connection. Coins from this category that remain uncirculated or in near-perfect condition are extremely rare. Every scratch, every tiny mark can reduce value, which is why pristine examples command such high prices. When a Liberty coin survives decades with its details sharp and clear, collectors are willing to pay premium prices to own a piece of untouched history. The Liberty design itself plays a massive role in its worth. Lady Liberty is one of the most iconic figures ever placed on a coin. She represents freedom, democracy, and resilience. Over time, different versions of Liberty appeared, each reflecting the artistic style and political mood of its era. Collectors don't just see metal, they see a story frozen in time. Owning a Liberty coin feels like holding history in your hands. Another powerful reason behind the rising market value is scarcity. Many Liberty coins were melted down, lost, or damaged over time. Economic changes, wars, and metal value shifts caused millions of coins to disappear forever. This means every surviving example becomes more valuable as years pass. When supply decreases and demand increases, prices rise, and Liberty coins are a perfect example of this rule. The year 1997 connects modern collectors with traditional Liberty symbolism in a way that feels almost timeless. Coins linked to this era bridge the gap between classic coinage and modern numismatics. Investors today are not just buying coins, they are diversifying wealth, protecting value, and investing in tangible assets that cannot be digitally erased or inflated away. What many people do not realize is that coin values are not fixed. A Liberty coin worth $787.97644 today could be worth much more tomorrow. Market trends show that historically significant coins tend to increase in value over time, especially as new collectors enter the market. Younger generations are becoming interested in physical collectibles, and Liberty coins are at the top of many wish lists. Stories continue to surface of people discovering valuable Liberty coins in inherited collections, old jars, or forgotten boxes. Some thought they had nothing special, only to learn their coin was worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is why education is so important. Understanding what you have can turn a simple object into a life-changing discovery. The Liberty coin also represents trust. Unlike paper money, a coin has intrinsic value, artistic value, and historical value. It cannot be printed endlessly. Each piece was carefully minted, inspected, and released into circulation with purpose. This permanence is what makes collectors feel secure investing in Liberty coins. When you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding the craftsmanship of skilled engravers, the vision of a nation, and the passage of time itself. It is silent, yet it speaks volumes. It reminds us that money was once art, once meaningful, once made to last. On the coins channel, we believe knowledge is power. The more you learn about coins like the Liberty series, the better prepared you are to recognize value when it appears in your life. Whether you are a collector, investor, or simply curious, Liberty coins offer something rare in today's fast world, a connection to the past with real financial rewards. If you ever come across a Liberty coin, especially one in excellent condition, do not rush to spend it or ignore it. Take a closer look. Research it. Because what looks small and simple may be worth far more than you ever expected. A value like $787.97644 is proof that history still pays, and Liberty coins continue to reward those who understand them. This is why Liberty coins remain among the most respected and desired coins in the market. Their story is not finished. Their value continues to grow. And their legacy lives on, one collector at a time. Stay connected with the Coins channel, where hidden value becomes visible, where history turns into wealth, and where every coin has a story waiting to be told.